what Netflix can teach you about web copy. Okay, so in this video I'm teaching you web copy tricks, web copy strategies or hacks, that you can start implementing as from today to improve the conversion of your website if you are having a website, or maybe you are writing web copy for your copywriting client. So this video is an ideal video to assist you improve the conversion of your website or your client's website. So we're starting from the best. We are starting from the best, from Netflix. Okay, let me go to Netflix's website. Okay, here is Netflix's website. Okay, the first thing that I notice here is the call to action. You see, so prominent, it's bright. You see, okay, they're having two call to action, but the one they are putting emphasis on is this one because it's big. Okay, when you are writing or designing web copy for your client or for yourself, you want to avoid having multiple call to actions. You see, remember, there's a story that is often told by our parents that once upon a time a cat was given two dishes. The first dish had milk, the second dish had meat, but the cat ended up eating none of those dishes. Why? It's because the cat was now left confused, was now having a dilemma choosing between the two dishes, and the cat ended up dying because of dilemma, stress, of having to choose between the two. So the cat didn't know what to choose. So you don't want to do that to your prospect. When you are having a website or you are having a copy, you see, you don't want to include multiple calls to action. You want to include one call to action, you see, because when you're having multiple calls to action, your prospect gets confused. Your prospect don't have an idea what you want them to do. You end up not getting a click from them, or maybe you get few clicks than you would have got if you only had one call to action. So focus. As you are watching this video, know that success comes from focus. You see, when you're preoccupied by other things, you've got lower chances of achieving success. You see, you will end up being mediocre. You see, so focus is very important. So that's what the first thing that I observe here. Here is the call to action that they are putting emphasis on. You see, but some other instances it may compel you to have two calls to action, so you can include two calls to action. But when there are more than two, you see, you are decreasing sharply the conversion of your copy or your website. You see, then the second thing that I notice here is that this call to action is bright. So there are rules, there are colors that you should use for call to actions, and there are colors that you should stay away from if you want to make your calls to action work, if you want your calls to action to be prominent, if you want your calls to action to convert. So the colors that you should avoid, it's black and white, you see, because black and white has been enslaved over and over again from many websites. They have been using black and white as the background of their particular website, and they use black to color the wording of that particular website. For example, Facebook, you see, is using white as a background. So when you're using white as a call to action, your call to action somehow gets camouflaged. You see, yeah, so those colors have been used over and over again, so they don't grab attention as other colors like green, other colors like yellow, other colors like orange, other colors like blue. So here Netflix used red. So red is also bright. You see, it stands out. So that's the second thing I notice. What else do I notice? Okay, here, okay, before you write copy, there are emotions that you should be aware of. You shouldn't take your pen and write a single word of copy if you don't know these emotions. And I credit Kylie Milligan, for summarizing these emotions this way. The first emotion that influences a person to buy is new. The second emotion is safety. The third emotion is easiness. The fourth emotion is big. You see, so when your copy has these four emotions, you are more likely to make your copy convert. You see, newness. What does newness highlight? Newness highlights hope. Newness highlights better. You know, maybe there's a new software that has been released on the market, which means that it comes with better features. So newness highlights better. You know, big highlights you know, us as human beings, we are greedy, you know, so we want more of something, you see. So if somebody is getting more, they feel like, okay, they are striking a bargain, they feel like they are getting a deal. Everybody wants to get a deal. So more, so the emotion big highlights you are getting more. Then that emotion is easiness. You know, human beings just want to sit down and do nothing, so they would be happy to achieve particular results with just a click of a button. Then the fourth emotion is safety. You see, so safety, things like credentials, things like testimonials. You know, human beings don't want to take risk. You see, if they want to take an action, there must be slim to zero risk involved. So safety can be like testimonials, you see, which provide social proof, can be credentials, you know, like awards, can be statistics, you know, can be laboratory results, you see, can be a guarantee, you see, like maybe when you're selling an ebook, you can be like, if you finish this book till the end and you feel like it's not worth at least 10 times of what you've paid for, send us an email to this email address and we will happily refund all what you've paid for the book and let you keep the book on your way. So that is safety, you see. So money is a scarce resource, so we don't want to spend on things that have got a higher risk. So safety highlights lower risk to zero risk. So those are the four big emotions, prominent big emotions that influence people to buy. So let's have a look on how Netflix is using these emotions on their own advantage. Unlimited movies. What emotion is being highlighted here? Big, which means you're having an access to a big catalog of movies, you see. Unlimited movies, TV shows and more. Watch anywhere. What emotion is being highlighted here? It's big, which means you can watch all the movies from Netflix from any part of the world. You can watch them from Ghana, you can watch them from Afghanistan, you can watch them from Nebraska, you can watch them from Colombia, you can watch them from Russia, anywhere in the world, you see. Big environment, extensive, you see. Yeah. Cancel anytime. What emotion is being highlighted here? I want you to take a guess. What emotion is being highlighted here? Safety. You see, some other people, they may avoid buying your offer just because there's a contract involved, you know. So when you hear the word contract, you know, it brings fear, you see, because contract is associated with signing your life away. So cancel anytime, so it relieves you. You feel like, if I make a stupid mistake of signing to Netflix, I have a right, I have an access to cancel any time, you know. I don't have to wait for a certain period of time. I can cancel anytime. I can go out of this deal, I can exit this deal anytime that I want. So those are the emotions that I'm seeing being highlighted here. And the other thing here, they've got an opt-in section where you enter your email address. So you want to collect emails, you know, you want to collect emails so that you can follow up with your prospect, you see, because some people tend to not buy the first time they see something, you see. They have to see it over and over, then they notice that, no man, let me buy this thing, you know. But you don't want to be spamming people, you know. There are techniques, you know, that you should follow, which are good practices for following up with prospect. One of them is that you follow up with value, so you don't want to spam your prospect, you see. So money is in the follow up. So that's why here Netflix is having an opt-in page where you opt in your email address. Yeah, so those are the things I observe here from their website that you can steal from them and use to your own advantage when you are writing web copy for yourself or for your copywriting clients. By the way, I work as a business a business opportunity copywriter. So if you are looking for a business opportunity copywriter, don't hesitate to send me an email at sbo@sbotango.com. You heard it right, sbo@sbotango.com. As well as if you learned one or two things out of this video, please ensure you press the subscription button as well as the notification bell, so that you can be notified when I've uploaded another content that is going to make you a better copywriter tomorrow. Take care, have a nice day, see you on the next video.